Okay, guys. So, not many of you know, last night I did a review on the recent Godzilla film, and um, I just got back from seeing it, and I wasn't feeling very well, and I was in a very bad mood, so I apologize. And the thing about this film is, it's a film that you need to let it sink in. It's a film that, as time goes on, you appreciate it more and more. And that's what's happened to me. And I apologize, but I have to say, looking back, I thought this film was pretty good. So this is going to be an unscripted review, just to let you know. So I might do another review when I get it on Blu-ray when it comes out. So forgive me for all the mishaps here and there throughout the review. So basically, the story centers around. Well, the film begins in 1945, and the atom bomb goes off, and it's shown that a huge creature was created by it, and this creature was supposedly destroyed by American forces. So, cut to 1999 when a fossilized creature, which is believed to be the one that was killed by the Americans all the way back in World War II, is found. But behind the creature, a another creature is believed to have escaped, and that creature travels, and there we meet Bryan Cranston's character, who is working at the local power plant. Essentially, this creature creates an earthquake, and it causes the nuclear power plant to basically crumble, and his wife is trapped underneath and is killed by radioactive gas. So cut years later, present day, when we meet his son, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, who gets word that his father's been arrested in Japan. He travels there to get him out, and we find that his father has become obsessed with these earthquakes and believes that the government in Japan are hiding something where the original disaster happened. So they travel out there and find that the death zone, in which is the village in which they used to live in, is a cover-up. There is no radioactivity there whatsoever, and they're arrested and go to the power plant in which Bryan Cranston used to work at, and find that it's actually the base for a scientific operation that are now basically experimenting on the fossilized remain of the first creature that caused the meltdown. But the creature escapes and travels off into the sky, and it's been named Muto. Here we meet Dr. Sarazawa, played by Ken Watanabe. And unfortunately, before the Muto escapes, it destroys the power plant and kills Bryan Cranston. So then, Aaron Taylor Johnson is then briefed on the situation, and it seems that the Muto monster was contacting something else, and they believe it to be Godzilla. So then they track the Muto monster to Hawaii, and then Godzilla shows up. And it essentially seems like he wants to destroy this Muto monster, but in fact it was actually contacting another Muto monster. Instead, this Muto monster has been found in where the Americans dump all their radioactive activity. And so they go there and they find that this Muto monster has escaped. It's much larger, it's another type of gender, and basically the two Muto monsters meet up back in San Francisco, and then Godzilla comes up and kicks the shit out of him. But actually, scratch that, they actually do put up a fair fight, and Godzilla does get his ass handed to him a bit, but in the end he does manage to defeat them, and he actually walks out becoming a hero. and that's the film. I can honestly say that the film begins very, very strongly. I like that whole atmosphere and mood that the film's setting up, and it reminded me a lot of the original film. It's just and it ends very strongly as well. It's just in the second act, it just slows down a good bit. That's all I'm going to say. It's really, you really feel like the second act is just, it's very, very slow compared to the beginning and the end. The cast is excellent. All very good performances, especially from Bryan Cranston. I wish he was just in it a bit more, but then again, he he is the character of it. I like the cast. I like the characters. Apart from maybe some of the family scenes, Aaron Taylor Johnson's family scenes went on a bit too long, but I enjoyed them. Um, Now for the monsters. While I'm not the biggest fan of the Mutual's design, they look a bit generic by today's standards. I don't. I Godzilla looks okay. He looks okay. He doesn't look terrible, but I wish they could have done a bit more work on him. I think he was a bit flat in the stomach area, and his nose was a bit too big. But then again, that's just my own opinion. The fights were great. They were very well shot, and the direction of this film is top notch. Gareth Edwards is a brilliant director, and I give credit where credit is due. Score by Alexander Despalt is brilliant, although it's not, Toho, I guess, didn't give him the rights to the soundtrack. But then again, that's just that. I wish there could have been a bit more Godzilla in the film, if you know what I mean. Like, he's only in it for about, I'd say, 12 minutes. That's a 2-hour film. But luckily, we do have good characters to back it up. I knew nearly before I watched this film, I said, look, it's not going to live up to the hype. I've been waiting 10 years for this film, and I knew it wouldn't. It's a film that I feel like every time I watch it, it's going to get better and better for me. I apologize for my last review. I was just really tired. I was unwell for the past few days, and I guess from watching Godzilla Final Wars to this new one was not a very smart idea. I understand how American and Japanese films differ. Japanese films are used to a longer, slower, less actiony type of word. But I was actually surprised, and I give credit to Legendary Pictures for trying something different and shocking us all. As we went in, and we got nothing by what we expected. It actually feels a lot like a Japanese Godzilla film. It's a lot slower. There's not a lot of action, a lot of character development, and it centers all around the humans. It's not about Godzilla. Godzilla's in the background. That's very similar to the original film, where the humans are the forefront of the story and Godzilla acts as a metaphor. But I wish he was in it a bit more. But then again, it does look like this film is doing well, and a lot of people are enjoying it. So hopefully, when the sequel comes along, we get a good bit more Godzilla, and hopefully some more monsters from the universe. Well, thank you all again so much for watching this review, and thank you all for your support on my Godzilla-thon. God bless you all, and I hope you stay tuned for more Sucks films in the future. Bye.